Alright, welcome back to Bleach Anime Review, episode number 20. Yes, episode 20. About time this one reaches 20. Now, this one basically discussing the ninth episode of Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, which is also the 375th episode series, The Drop. This episode covers chapters 520, 521, pages 9 through 18 of 523 and 524. So we start off with Ichigo. Actually, before we get to Ichigo, first we start with the captain of Squad 8. What is his name here? I want to be sure I get his name right. Shuichi. Yeah. He gets a message. He opens it up and it's announced that he's become the new head captain. Which, yes, has happened in the manga too, and he remains the head captain for the remainder of the series, even as recent as the that recent one that came out just last year. He's still the head captain. So, his plot thread is simply this: he's announced he's the head captain, and he, of course, basically, goes. And of course, we see him go to the Gosei 13, the higher courts. He requests two lieutenants. One to take care of him, and the other one to take care of the squad. They could reject that first, but basically he does point out a little plot hole in the reasoning, and they kind of agree. And then, of course, we also have where we need to resolve the whole thing with Kenpaki Saraki, where they need to train him. They did mention that he was teach Hudakura, I think is the name of the martial arts that the Soul Reapers use, but it was ordered to be stopped. But he ordered this one basically because needed for the upcoming battle with a potential rematch with the One Reach. So he basically appoints the original Saraki, the original Kenpachi, the captain of Squad 4, Urahara. Yes. She, of course, is appointed as his trainer. Later on in the episode, we see Kenpachi where he arrives at the underground prison, which I believe this is the same prison that Skies is kept at. He begins his fight with he walks up to her and you see her open up her shirt. Now, no, she does not show off her chest. Nope. Well, doesn't show off her breast per se, but she does show part of her chest. You see, I at least gotta praise Para for this. She has a scar on her chest, like this part here. I think Kenpachi must have stabbed her at one point, before they became captains. And that's the way the scar looks in the manga, which good job, Para, for having it accurate. Do I have a problem with the fact it's a slightly different color for the colorization from the manga? No, I actually do not have a problem with this. It's fine. And of course, basically, he's being taught special training. We do see briefly her lieutenant basically receive a letter from her. And of course, we do see that also, by the way, Kenpachi, he took off his eye patch. The thing with his eye patch is, it's to keep his spiritual pressure protected, because he got lots of spiritual pressure, like lots of it. It is basically the equivalent of a nuclear reactor. And the eye patch keeps it under control. There's like little things to eat inside to keep it under control. His lieutenant, which I'm not going to spoil what the heck she is, because the anime probably spoiled a little bit here. She sees the eye patch, and, well, I know I'm skipping the each because I'll get to that. Don't worry, because his is quite funny. So, unlike last week's episode where they actually cut out where they basically censor Rukia's rear end for absolutely no reason at all. Yeah. Yep. This one doesn't involve any major cutting per se, though they only have half a chapter in this episode. So they fight for quite a while. Kenpachi loses his sword, and they were seeing a stab in the neck, and then apparently we won where he got a sword back in his hand, and she's like, "What, you getting weaker?" And he's like, "I thought I just died here." Yeah, it's kind of weird. It could be probably due to so skies. I'm not really sure, but that's the fight ends. That one. Beyond the case, Ichigo. Apparently, the hot spring he's in, they had to require dipping him in. Like, oh, don't you bathe this way? And Ichigo's like, no, I do not bathe this way at all. So, after he's all healed up, oh, by the way, these two guys wearing these suits. Apparently, if they use this guy, apparently the water this thing is so hot, it's equivalent to basically like so. It basically see when they take up the top part of the suits that their backs have like burn marks, like all like burn marks on the shoulder, like portion of their back. It would have been a heck of a lot worse. Ichigo's supposed to survive a punch from the hot spring demon, and of course Renji just barely. So they go to the next place. Where to, you might ask? The woman who was basically Urukara's, the one who's owner of the candy shop, his immediate predecessor as the captain of Squad 12. Yep. Yeah, and also Cone is here for reasons. Yeah, freaking Cone is here. Yeah. Yeah, and it's Kiryu. Yep. By the way, her nickname is it's called the Divine General itself, but her nickname is like the Grain General, I think it is. Mm-hmm. So, the whole thing with her, have a big feast. Because apparently they got healed up, time to eat. Yep. And there's a bunch of food. Though, of course, in the case of Ichigo, he does not ask her about her, a little bit of her past. Nope. Apparently, she does some cooking, and of course, she's this chubby woman. She goes back to the kitchen, and she's, oh my gosh, she's smoking hot. Ichigo Reggie's like, who are you? I was like, oh, this is my slender because I use live reshoot. It's like going from a chubby woman to a smoking hot babe. Like, oh my gosh. Even Reggie's like, wow, look how hot she is. I thought this was so funny. She could be just a mature woman. Who the heck freaking knows? Yep, and at the finish up here, they had to go to another captain who was the creator of the Zanpakuto. Oh yes, the guy with the freaking afro on his head. Yes. Oh yeah, they do mention that she's also the creator of basically what became the Soul Candy. Yep. And basically, the soul things basically enhance power. Mm-hmm. Basically, the one I'm going to next is his name is Neyama. Yeah, this guy is the creator of the Zanpakuto, which this should be interesting to say the least. I'm definitely looking forward to the very next episode, which will probably air this coming week. And it's hopefully now. Before I end this video here, I'm going to do I'm going to do one comic corner here, but excuse me. I had to point out something about the anime was supposed to air today, which is basically Uzi wants to hang out. Me. Walking with Skirmicon, Spikes Helmet, Case Closed. Apparently, these 4 shows is I take a week off because it's New Year's Eve. And I did check tomorrow. There's no bar to come in tomorrow. Nope. So I should be able to work on whatever I'm working on, get done pretty quickly, because I have nothing else basically going on. I can basically just relax this week. Unless, of course, there's something else going on, but I'll be watching a lot of stuff. So, yeah, that's particularly it. So, next one's going to be Comic Corner, and that might be it for this evening. Yep. But your next video. Bye.